And a pleasant good morning to you from the Sports Money Network. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show for Wednesday, September 18th. We're going to preview our sports betting card today for the next, 75, 90 minutes, who knows. We'll talk Major League Baseball. We'll talk some Champions League here after yesterday, man. How about the plays there from the group? Good job, guys, yesterday. I'll try to be a little more informative this on this Wednesday card here. Anyway, I think the matchup's a little more intriguing to me anyway. And maybe we'll find something else. There's Major League Soccer today. I don't really have a preview for that, but I'm thinking I have some picks in Major League Soccer. And I just want to say hello to everyone coming in the chat here this morning for our betting preview. I guess Major League Baseball is our focus. We're close to Thursday here, so Dave's here, ready to go. Talking Padres baseball, Redbeard in the chat today as well. Dre, good day. All right. And oh man, yeah, the O's are killing me too, Dre, because I got a little action, and they're on the O's. We've got steam right now. I'm all over it, I think, here, but Arizona and Colorado, we've been rolling with the under for all these Colorado home games. Yeah, I got a little dicey yesterday, but right now the steam's coming in on the under Arizona and Colorado. It's probably going to be a 10.5 today. Told you, man, it's just got to get lower and lower here on some of these totals, it feels like, in Colorado. All right. Who else is going to join me in the chat today? Art Toms, thank you, as always, for all your support. Also, let's see who else. Art Thompson, how about the Marlins? And I'm thinking Marlins again today, maybe, with the way the Dodgers are going. Hey, everybody, there's Thomas Lewis, my right-hand man. Good morning, and please like this video, subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube, the Sports Money Network, the fastest-growing sports betting channel on YouTube. And check us out here. We build our following a little bit. We'll build our also our content moving forward. We'll be building it here, no doubt. All right, Fernando's here, ready to go with the soccer action day. I think there's a game in Spain too, but we'll talk a little Champions League. Truth Teller here this morning. And let's see here. Gerardo says a big day in Dana White Contender Series last night. And maybe we should have had some plays. I just saw it after last week. I do a podcast every week, and I try to be a little bit, call these guys out a little bit, right? I looked at the card last week in the Contender Series, and half the fighters hadn't even been in a competitive match in 1.5 or 2 years. And I'm like, these are contenders. I mean, granted, you could practice, you could have some high quality training. Maybe these folks know that these people are top-notch fighters, but you'd think you'd go and, other fighters are in other organizations and things like that. So maybe it gets hard. And I don't know. I thought last night was okay there. Everybody got excited because a couple heavyweights were throwing down a little bit. So, all right, let's go over to, I think that's it for the comments here. So don't forget, you can get my plays every day over at Winnable. This is my best plays. I'm going to give you a bunch of free winners right now, but they allow me to promote this. And this is how you support me on the channel. Thanks to everyone so far that's been supporting me and getting those plays. We had some pretty interesting plays here overnight. I thought we went 2-1 in uh, NPB baseball yesterday over in Japan, and also the tennis has been okay. But what's going on here with Savajda? He's my player right now in action here, and right now I see currently we're getting some treatment here. It looks like for uh, Chilich just won the second set, and they are tied right now at one set each. So we'll see what happens here. But I've got Savajda as my play here. All right. Anyways, that's the type of plays you'll get from me over at Winnable when you subscribe to my premium pick package over there. You can go over there and or you can just get it on your phone as well. I think it's convenient. You can get my plays from Winnable. You can sign up for free actually over there, but I do have some plays every day behind a paywall. My best plays every day. I kind of save them here and put them on over there, but I do have some plays here coming up on every game. You know that, but you can go over there and check out my store with the plays on it on your phone. There I am. Still don't have iPhone 16. That's okay. And you can check out my premium pick package over there. Get a monthly subscription here that supports me, or just sign up for free for zero, and you'll get some plays every day, mostly in some of the fringe sports, uh, including my tennis action, my soccer action. I think my Major League Soccer may be on the free package today. So, and you could just see how it all works over there, how you get the plays. You can turn on notifications and get plays directly from me every day. You're going to get plays here every morning, 7 days a week. But then, I can't sit here on the air all day. I guess I could and try to make a living or something. But hey, I want to watch some games. I want to have some food, whatever. So you can get my plays over there at Winnable every day. Use the promo code STEAM, save 20% to get those premium pick packages over there. And you'll get upwards of anywhere, I'd say, from 3 to 5 updates a day with the paid subscription, and maybe 2 or 3 with the free subscription at all hours of the morning, right? Because I'm up in the middle of the night planning this show, watching tennis, watching baseball, watching Australian rules football, whatever's on. I'm into it. So, okay, thank you for checking me out over there at Winnable, and that's how you get more information from me here. Appreciate you guys, and I'll share a few more comments here if we have some folks coming in the chat, including Jermaine here today and Subhuman, maybe Subhuman. I always say it like that. Sub, we call him Sub, and he's not necessarily was no video. I guess there was no video. Uh, Great video yesterday, Sub. We got some plays today. I mean, these are some great games today, including top matchups, including Inter Milan taking on Manchester City, of course, a big one there. And don't sleep on Dortmund here, taking on Club Brugge today. Of course, Dortmund's been hot, and Celtic, we know how hot they've been. They haven't lost in forever. So what's going to happen with some of these teams today? We'll make some picks. And I think we've got everyone in the chat. No one else is commenting too much. Want to say hello to Mike here today as well. We miss you, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, you can find me in some, you can find me in some real crevices of the internet here. And, but this is where I'm at right now. It's sports money, and I'm really happy. Really happy to be here with this channel. So we're only going to grow it. We're going to do more things here, I think. And hope you'll be part of it with our team. And hope you enjoyed the show last night as well with the Dana White Contender Series live stream. I was hanging out a little bit in the chat, watching the show, watching baseball, watching those Padres. As like Dave said, did have a postseason feel last night. A little bit of national, cable TV anyway, whatever you want to call it. And they did get the loss. Hello to Crystal as well. Okay. we can get rolling here with the show. Don't want to make you wait too long. Got about 4 dozen of you in here, so let's get rolling. We got some day games today on Wednesday on getaway day here, and I'll start to get into it with the athletics. Going to take on the Cubs here in this one today. You got the Cubs, a pretty big favorite here with Justin Steele going up against Basso of the A's. Been out there a few times so far this season, but Cubs going to be substantial favorite here. Cubs, they're pretty much done, but uh, still hanging on by a thread, I guess. I didn't look this morning or see other than those top teams, and we know what's going on. Certainly, talking about those O's fading, they're going to cost me a little bit of a futures play to get something done in the division, but that's all right. We'll pick it up with them. They do feel like everybody gets mad every time the bullpen blows it. We know that. So, okay, yeah, Cubs right now. What are they? They are 6 games out of the wild card here. So, we're just about to cut all these teams off. We'll cut off half these teams this weekend for sure, but they're holding on by the slimmest of margins here. They played the A's yesterday, and I know we had a winner here in that game. We had the A's on the run line yesterday, but they were able to win the game 4-3. And I was whining about having to lay $1.60, but they certainly got it done. In and under yesterday, wind here blowing in about 6 or 7 miles an hour today, a little bit of a factor considering we just saw that steam roll in here a little bit ago. So I don't know. I'm probably, man. Let me see. I probably want to roll with this under now. I know with Basso and Steele, probably not looking at the best situation here, but Cubs bullpen can be okay. And at $1.65, maybe I'm not really going to mess with it too much on the side here. I've been been riding these A's a little bit, and who hasn't been, it feels like. Let me see here. I can cover a few numbers here with these guys, get caught up in all my tabs and all that. For Steele, he's got a 3.09 ERA so far this season in 22 starts. Pretty good, no doubt about it. And for Basso so far, just 2 starts, so won't see too much of him. His numbers are really good with a 1.23 ERA, but I'm going to take the under with Oakland and Chicago today at 7.5 under 20 or so. And Cubs are about $1.70. I don't think I'm too interested in that. I'd probably try to get on the A's again. See what we have here as we get rolling with the show. Started off with Fernando on the Cubs run line, and he also likes the over. R. Thomp's going with the Cubs. Thomas says he likes the over. M looks on the Cubs on the run line. Dave likes the under with me in this one. And Luis says, take those Cubs. I'm taking the under here. A's and Cubs. 2:20 Eastern, 11:20 Pacific. Day game here. And next up, another day game with the Diamondbacks going up against the Rockies here. We talked about this one already with that steam coming in on the under. And why wouldn't I just try it again? We're already looking at 10.5, like I said, everywhere here at this point. So it keeps getting lower and lower. And I thought yesterday with all the way it got off, the way the game was headed, I thought it would go over yesterday, but it did stay under. So right now, let me see, 10.5, over 15, maybe. I'll just call it 10.5 here in case I go under again with you guys. I kind of wanted to go under maybe in a premium here. So maybe I could find a way to get to the Rockies in this one with Gomber. I mean, every time Gomber's out there, it does seem like they give a little bit of a good battle. I mean, he's slightly profitable, certainly this season for Eduardo. I think we're waiting to see Eduardo a little bit better right now. He's got a 5.5 ERA so far. You got Gomber, 4.4 ERA, does pitch okay and at home. He's gone under in 16 of his 28 starts this season, just a 5-10 record overall, but Rockies are 12-16 with Gomber. It's been able to eke out a profit with numbers like that. And here you are with them, an underdog here. Obviously, the pressure's on Arizona big time right now because the Mets are all of a sudden right on the heels of the Diamondbacks. We know the Mets are already in there and they're uh, separated themselves a little bit from the Braves right now. But Arizona, they're tied with the Diamondbacks here at this point, so they kind of got to look like, hey, they're battling the Mets here, maybe for that second spot, but also have to look in the rearview mirror a little bit in case the Braves get going here. But all of a sudden, the Braves, it's been El Foldo here this week. So could this be it for the Braves if they don't turn around here right now? We shall see. So give me the rocks here. What's the run line today? If it's too high, oh my gosh, minus 120. So I'll take it. I'm going to take the Rockies here. Plus a run and a half with Gomber today, and it'll be a tough game for Arizona. I know the pressure's on Arizona here, but all right, let's see. We already had a Steam consensus play with the Cubs today. Wow, you guys. All right, let's do it. You guys are on the Cubs. That'll take me off the A's. I'll roll with my team here, but wow, A's won yesterday. You guys, right? 4-3. The A's, the swinging A's. You know who they are. Anyways, I get it. Cubs, they got to win them all here. It feels like at this point. So um, I'll roll with Team Steam, I guess, in that one. And let's see here. We've got, where did I leave off here? We got Luis on the Rockies, and R. Thompson's on the Rockies with me. Dre's on the under. Thomas said he's got an under 11 already. He's been focused on those Rockies totals, been going to all these home games, going under. Redbeard said, love to see the Rocks win again. I think they will. Dave says, give me the under. Thomas says maybe under here. Fernando with the under. Justin, though, going to take the Rockies team total to go over. And Thomas says, get me Arizona team total under. Jermaine says the Braves have been dead since June 28th. And it's great to have Mike back again. And Justin, he's sad right now. He's mad. He's sad. He's wondering, can they pull it out? Can they pull out of this tailspin? Truth teller on the Diamondbacks. And See That is here today. Thank you. See That. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Terrific. What is that avatar? It's like a scoreboard or something. It is a Kenneth Walker. Oh man, I don't know what it is. It's just a little bit too small for me. I see Christian McCaffrey in there. It might be some bets. It might be a winning ticket. It might be a parlay or something. Looks cool though. And let's see what else here in this one. We've already got another consensus play. Look at this. The Colorado Rockies are the consensus play. I don't know if it's I took run line, but maybe we're going money line here with this one. I'm marking it down. Consensus play. Maybe it was me. Maybe I talked everybody into this one. Or maybe you guys had already started to signal Colorado here a little bit. I just thought, as a road favorite there. I wasn't into it at all. So, okay, See That. Awesome to have you here. Gerardo, he's ready to go. He's got a Champions League parlay. Says G here. Let me mark it down so I can be on it. With Celtic. Yeah, I think I was already rolling a little bit with Celtic there in Man City. Why? Well, look, Man City's great, and Gerardo's on them here, so I'll respect that. But Inter, obviously, we know what happened in the big game, so we'll see if Inter here is still going to be this. I figure they probably will be. I mean, I know Manchester City roll everybody else, but maybe not this team. Maybe they'll still be close. All right. We're on this game here. Let's keep it moving with the White Sox taking on the Angels here with Schuster going here in this one for the White Sox. And he's up against Kokonowitz for the Angels, and the Angels $1.55. Don't want any part of that. Hey, White Sox, we know they've been playing a little bit better here, but I don't think they got it done yesterday. The Angels kind of rocked. We did have a premium pick winner on the under. Griffin Canning, he's up and down. He got the win yesterday here, and maybe, just maybe, Schuster's, they're over with Schuster on the mound so far. I think it's only been a couple of starts, but still. Let's see here, 3 starts, 36 appearances. So we know this is just an opener here pretty much for the Angels. Kokonowitz has started 8 games now for the Angels with a 5 ERA so far, but the Angels are 2-6 with Kokonowitz here. I'm going to take the over here in this one. Both these pitchers with ERAs north of 4.5 in this one. And we know the White Sox bullpen probably gives it up on the road. They got like a 5 ERA almost, I think, on the road. So maybe the over here in this one. I know it's a day game, but I'll take over. Was it 9? It's probably 9.5 here at this. Oh no, it's got some 8.5s out there. I'll leave it at 9. It's actually juiced to the under, but I'm going to go over White Sox and Angels today. Let's see what we got. The truth teller likes over in the Man City game. I think I do too. All right, Darren, good morning. Hello. Dre's on the over here with me, but Darren likes the under here. Oh, he might have been talking about the Colorado game, or maybe he went under 10 juiced. Our Tom says, try the White Sox here in this one. And Dave says he'll roll with the over with me. Luis, however, will go under. And Thomas is going to go White Sox, and Perky's here. Hello to Perky. Keep your chin up with those Padres. And I think that's it for this one. That's a lot of runs. That means Chicago's going to score more. All right. I'll take the over with the game with the White Sox and the Angels. All right. Well, it's a day game. Probably have to watch some of it. All right. We're ready now, I think, to move into the night card. Just 3 day games here on Wednesday. So, okay. Here it is. Oops. Got a little. Just got to be perfect. Got to be perfect on my graphics. All right. The Giants are on the road here with their guy Birdsong going up against Dean Kramer in this one. So, we get to see Kramer here, $1.75 here in this one. The total is currently at 8 or so. It might be 8 flat right now. Maybe 8 under 15 here. Take a peek at it. Yeah, juice to the. I'm going to call it 8. I see some books over, some books under. So go ahead and make some plays if you want here with these two. With San Francisco here, let's see, they were 4-1 last 5 trips here into Baltimore. Last 5 games at Baltimore. Giants 4-1. We had them yesterday here on the show, despite their road woes, and I'm always complaining about. They were able to get it done. We went with Snell. We lost a premium total on the under. Snell was dealing, of course. We got exactly what we were looking for, and then the Giants just blew up the bullpen of the Orioles again. It didn't matter if it was a close game or a blowout. The Orioles bullpen still struggled, and I lost a premium there. Even though I had the Giants, I just thought it would be a close, lower score, and well, I went well over. Still, Baltimore's gone under in 5 of their last 6 games. 4 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under here. See, we got, oh boy, we've already got a consensus play here. Thomas says, look at that. Wow. Let's take a look. How did you guys come up with this one? Take a look here with, hey, Philly Eagle Flyer. Good to have you here. And Thomas started off with Giants on the money line. Luis said Giants. Look said Giants. Our Tom said Giants. I see you. I see you. Dre didn't necessarily take the Giants, but didn't have a positive vibe. That's for sure. And Thomas said that was enough for him. Tom Rager here. Nice to see you. Here, good morning to Tom, and Darren kept adding it. They were piling on. Dave went with the under here in this one. Thomas went with the under as well. And Dre O's team total under here. Lando's here today. And I guess that's going to be it for that game. Team Steam is on the Giants here at plus money, big time plus money here in this one. And for me, I'll probably end up. I don't know. I don't want to go with the under again after seeing that yesterday. Let me see if I can tag it here and go over today. Oh, 8. Yeah, okay. Give me the over. I'll take the over in this one with the Giants and the O's. And team consensus on the Giants here. All right, next up. The Braves and Schwellenbach taking on Jake Junis and the Reds here in this one for Schwellenbach. Look, the numbers are good, but because of the Braves poor bats this season. That's really what it's come down to. It feels like for the Braves, just a lack of clutch bats. The bullpen's been solid all pretty much this season, and Schwellenbach. 3.73 ERA. Braves are 8-10 with Schwellenbach. Pretty good, but still, they're going to be a favorite. So still a losing proposition with Schwellenbach on the mound. But Schwellenbach's gone under in 14 of his 18 starts this season. Jake Junis has made just 4 starts. He's spent most of the time in the bullpen, 22 appearances, just 4 starts. He can run deeper. We know Junis has been a relatively regular starter on some teams in the past couple of years. So for me, I'll just try another under with the Braves here. I know yesterday we didn't get that result. It ended up going over, I'm pretty sure, right, with that game. We lost a premium there in that one. The steam came in on the under, and, it was 6-5 Reds, and it wasn't really ever in question, really. It felt like it was going to go over. So I'm going to try the under here as a free play instead today. Figure still more unders for me for the Braves right now. Certainly, Junis, a 2.73 ERA. He's been okay, 8.89 whip here. Good numbers for Junis. So we'll just see how deep he can run. They've definitely gotten beat in those games. The Reds have. They're 1-3 with Junis as a starter, but he's 4-0 overall. A lot of relief work, however, for Junis. So I'll try the under here with the Braves and the Reds. Let's see what you guys have in this one. It's going to be, I think, Luis on the under here. Our Tom's Braves run line in this one. Dre's on the under. Justin says take the Braves. Dave's on the under. Thomas is on the under. Darren says under. Look at this. Here. I think we can have a consensus total here. It feels like. And Mike saying the steam is like a smoke signal. It is kind of in a way. We try to send get the information out before the party happens sometimes here on the show. Robert's on the under as well. Man, heavy under from you guys, Braves and Reds. I guess I agree with you. I've already took the under here, so heavy under in this one. All right, next up. Dodgers taking on the Marlins here with Landon Knack. $1.90 favorite here for Landon Knack after the Dodgers lost yesterday 11-9 in a wild one. Man, this seems like every year the Dodgers come into Miami late in the season and getting involved in some goofy games like that. It might happen again today, I feel like, with Weathers here coming back. Weathers has had a finger injury. It's not quite like mine. That's probably just diabetes setting in. But he's been sidelined here for several weeks here, nursing a finger injury. So he'll come back. Nobody likes Ryan Weathers but me, anyways. I'd have to think he might be better than Landon Knack here. At this point, I don't know. He made 13 starts before he got sidelined. Let me pass along some steam right now in a game that, boy, I really thought it would be an under here. We'll get back to the Dodgers in just a moment, but the Padres and the Astros are getting steamed right now to the under. This one is going to probably head down to 6.5 with Framber going up against Dylan Cease. We saw a pretty low scoring game yesterday. We saw I was saving it, but while we're here talking Astros Padres, I mean, Altuve was taking off his shoes and socks uh, yesterday. I don't know what was going on there. He got his foot hit. I know what was going on, but got uh, kicked out of the game for it and whatever. So, anyways, team coming in on the under with Valdez and Cease. I would imagine with those two pitchers, probably be a pretty tough matchup. And maybe I'll probably still go on the under. Maybe I'll just move it to a free play now because I was going to go with it here. But man, it's been such pressure to the under. Okay, Dodgers and Marlins here. We're continuing on with this one. Get your picks in here with Knack. 3.7 ERA for Knack. He's gone under in 7 of his 10 starts. Weathers has gone under in 9 of his 13 starts. I've got more steam to talk about right now in a game we're going to preview in just a moment. But let me pass it along to you, and then we'll just continue. Minnesota and Cleveland. Steam is coming in right now on the under 7.5, and that's going to disappear and turn into 7 here. It looks like it already did at Circa, and now it is at DraftKings as well. It is juiced to the over, but some of the books still hanging on. 7.5, 125 at Bet Online. Minnesota and Cleveland right now. Steam coming in on the under with Ober and Bybee trying to get through this Dodger game here with Knack and Weathers. All right, I guess you can put your plays in. I'll just stop talking about whatever the steam's coming in and whatever the teams are doing in this series. We know the Dodgers have gone over in 7 of their last 8 games. 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone over. But again, these two pitchers, now Weathers has been out for a while, but these guys are for we Dodgers all the runs. It was highly expected yesterday to be a high scoring game, right? The Steam actually rolled in on the under. I gave out the over, and pretty much every other handicapper that likes totals gave out the over too. It felt like yesterday. So, I'm still. Steam came in on the over again today in this one. That's why you're seeing it right now at 9. Oh, I better update. You know what? It's pretty much down here at 9 or even 8.5 right now at, where did I see it? At Bovada, 8.5 over 20. So I think that 9.5 actually is a typo, but there still was 9s. Let me call it 9 under 15 or something here. And the Dodgers, they're down maybe to $1.75 or so here in this one. I'm going to take Miami plus a 1.5. These Dodgers are a little goofy here right now. They can see the finish line, I think. I don't think, they do need to win. We've talked about, they're still certainly in a bit of a battle here right now for the top spot with the Phillies currently. Phillies 91 wins, Dodgers now 89 wins, and there are just 11 games left in the season. So give me the Marlins here, maybe to do something again, but I'm starting to like the total. Let's see what you guys have. Here we go with, okay, it was a consensus here, Thomas said. I thought it might be on that Braves game, total under. Looks like Team Steam here going to get some plays going. How did we do, by the way, yesterday? I know we lost with the Guardians on Team Steam consensus, but we had the Mets. We had the Mets run line. They rolled 10-1 yesterday, and I thought there was just one other. Actually, I thought we just had 3. Actually, was one of them WNBA? I went 3-1 in my WNBA premium picks yesterday. Thanks to everybody who might have been on board there for that. All right. Let's see here. We've got Braves and under for Tom. Dave wants to go over here in the Marlins game. Luis is going to go over as well. Or Tom says Marlins with me. Dre on the over. And Lando says Dodgers team total over. First 5 team total over. And I think that might be it in this game. Look at this. Wow, man. Miami. Was there enough Miamis here? Ooh, we're gambling here tonight. I'm on them. And it's money line too. Wow, let's go, Marlins. Woo! I said take the run line, but that's okay. I'll sprinkle the money line with you guys tonight. Beat these Dodgers again here. I don't think the Padres are going to catch them because the Padres can't seem to win on the same days the Dodgers lose, is what's going on. Next up, trying to check out my tennis match here. Uh, Red Sox taking on the Rays with Tanner Houck on the mound going up against Ryan Pepio. Pepio, he's been, I think better than people give him credit for. He's been profitable certainly this season. Here, taking a look at the numbers with these two, you got Pepio here coming in with a 3.76 ERA this season. Houck 3.24 ERA. Pretty good numbers, even though everybody kind of wants to think half the time they're on the fade train with him. He's, not exactly profitable, but again, he's never really in a great situation odds wise. Maybe he is here when you talk about the game being close to a pickup. The Rays right now are favored $1.15 or so, and the total here at 7.5. The widely reported steam did come in on the under in this game between uh, Boston and Tampa Bay. It's still sitting right now at about 7.5 currently. So, okay, you guys can make a play or two if you want for the matchup here with Boston and Tampa Bay. Boston's gone under in 5 of their last 7 games. Overall, Tampa Bay's gone under in 5 of their last 6 games overall. But I will say 7 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams have gone over. And if anything, Houck over in 16 of his 26 starts this season. So here you go with Dre going here on the under. Dave is on the under. Redbeard says Boston. I think Justin had a prop in there as well. So got a little bit of under action, and Redbeard said Boston here in this one. And I'm probably gonna. I want the Rays. Actually, I'm gonna take the Rays here over Boston at home. I like Pepio here as an underdog at this point. Again, Boston, no hope, nothing to play for here now with the Red Sox coming into the remainder of the season. Let's see here. What is their actual? Yeah, they still hold the slimmest of chances, but not too interested. Give me the Rays here with Pepio at home. All right, I think Robert went with Tampa. I think our Tom's added Boston here. Okay, next up. The Nationals are going to take on the Mets here, the red hot Mets. The Mets right now have moved into that tie, as I said, for the number 2 wild card spot currently, and putting Atlanta in the dust. They're kind of in a battle right now with Arizona for the number 2 wild card. They're already tied for that number 2 wild card spot. So for Quintana here, he comes in with an ERA of 3.91 this season. DJ Hurst, 3.70 ERA for Hurts this season. Hurts has gone under in 6 of 15 decisions on the total, and Quintana has gone under in 16 of 28 totals decisions here. Mets obviously on a roll still here, and this line is not going to be going down, that's for sure. $1.60, $1.70 here. What's that H there on the end? That's another typo. And let's see, is this total even right here? Feels like I'm just have a lot of these totals wrong for some reason. 7.5 under 25. Okay, so I just have it wrong here. 7.5. I'll call it 7.5 under 20 at this point. And see what you guys have in the chat with these two. The Washington's gone under in 4 of their last 5 games coming into this one. 4 of the last 6 meetings have gone under. The Mets have won 5 straight against the Nationals right now. I'm going to take the Mets here. I'll take a -1 run is what I'll do. Mets minus a run at, I think I can quote the price here. Mets minus a run, minus 130 will be my play in this one. In the chat, what do you have? Going to start it off here with Redbeard on Boston. Oh, wrong game. I was already there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Thomas says, give me the Mets here in this one. And Dre says, take the over. Dave's on the Mets. Fernando says, Mets and over 7. All right, I'm on the Mets minus 1. And that might be it here. And Nasty Nate would say, Mets smash. Thank you, Redbeard. Hope I didn't make Nate mad yesterday. Okay. Next up, Phillies and Brewers in this one. You got Nola against Peralta. Nola on the road. $1.40 here. Total 7/25. Expect a pretty good pitching matchup. I think it's 7.5 here pretty much everywhere now. So maybe a little pressure to the over here with these two teams. Let's call it 7.5. And I think 7.5 flat is fine. Here with these two, with the Brewers and the Phils. Check it out. And Savage wasn't able to get anything going in that match. The injury was just too much, I guess, there. And he lost 6-0. So, All right, here we go. Phillies and Brewers here with Peralta, 3.75 ERA this season for Peralta. He's gone over in 17 of 29 results. Also, the Brewers 18-12 with Peralta, but Nola here, the Phillies are 19-11 with Nola on the mound, a 3.62 ERA so far this season. For the Phillies, they've won 5 of the last 6 meetings against the Brewers coming into this one. Of course, we did have the Phillies on the show yesterday with Wheeler on the mound. And this one feels pretty close. The widely reported steam did come in on the over here in this one, but Milwaukee's gone under in 5 of their last 6 at home. And like I said, 5 of the last 6 meetings have gone under here with these two. The Brewers bullpen does do a pretty good job at home. I know we're critical of the Brewers here. Let's take a look at what we got. And start it off with Brewers on the run line here for Thomas. Dre says the Brewers are Thompson's on the Brewers. And let's see here. Lando says, give me the Mets team total over and the Mets money line. Back in the day, they'd never let you do that, but it's a new era. All right. Dave on the Brewers. A lot of Brewers support here, it feels like. Patrick says, give me the Mets and the over. Fernando. Oh, that was that other game there. Thank you, Patrick. Fernando, I think this is on the over here. However, also Tom was on that Mets game. Good morning to Chad today. Hello, Chad. And attention, teams. I like that, Thomas. I like that. Attention, team steam. That might be the way to start the beginning of the team steam consensus phrase so we don't get caught up in any. Although you have some other cool catchphrases, but that seems pretty hot when you say it like that. So let me mark it down. Brewers will be a consensus here today with Peralta. And I'm actually going to – I kind of want to go over here in this one. I know the trends are saying under here. Let me look at the market action here. And if I get any right signal, I'll probably end up on the over. Oh, man. What is the total? What do I have the total listed on the screen? And what is the real total? 7.5. Okay, that's what we said. Still 7.5 in this one. Man, doesn't it feel like 4-3? I'm going to take the over here. Widely reported steam came on the over. And, well, maybe it's still a reasonable number here. Good pitching here, no doubt. Feels like with Nola and Peralta. But still, despite that, like I said, Peralta's gone over in 17 of 29 totals decisions, as I said. So, okay, I'm going to take it to sneak over here as my plan. We got team steam consensus here going with the Brewers. So, get you a couple plays. All right, the Tigers and the Royals here with Scooble. We went against Scooble. I think we went against him successfully, right? Last time. And, Alec Marsh, you can't do much better than Alec Marsh, certainly this season for betters. He's been absolutely terrific as far as making you money. 15-8 are the Royals with Marsh on the mound. Interestingly, his record is 8-8. And so you can see right there, right, the number of times that Marsh has kind of led them into the later innings and they end up winning the game. I mean, if you got 8 losses, now I don't know, I didn't look to see what's happened in his one start this year, one game that he came in relief. Maybe he lost that one, but I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. You got Marsh, 8-8 record. The Royals are 15-8 with Marsh as a starter. So maybe he's gotten hit in those games too, but with because his ERA is 4.5. He keeps you in the game, and the Royals, of course, are pretty solid. We know the Royals are pretty decent with the bats. I mean, Detroit's going to have a bullpen advantage, of course. Probably by 3/4 of a run, maybe even here in this matchup, maybe half a run here now, but they've been so good. Scooble's been so good, but man, and I got the line backwards, obviously. Sorry about that, gang. Or no, this is just one not even close. Did I take the morning off, or I know that I was just typing in. Maybe that was yesterday's odds. That's what it was. I didn't update it. Sorry, gang. $1.30 is what I'll call the Tigers here. You guys are probably telling me in the chat how crazy I am. The total here, I'd say mostly 7.5 to the over. There is 8 under at the sharpest book here in Vegas. 7.5 over 20, I'll call it, with Scooble and Marsh. Okay, here we go. Widely reported steam did come in on the under here. The interesting thing about Scooble and Marsh, despite their good numbers here, right? Scooble's got a 2.5 ERA this season, certainly one of the best in the league. Cy Young leader candidate, whatever you want to call him, 16-4 record. He's been awesome, but this is another tough matchup. It feels like here for Scooble and the Tigers. So they're playing great, no doubt about it. The Royals, you might think, just maybe they're feeling comfortable right now in their wild card position currently. They're holding off the Twins here. They're probably not going to catch the Orioles. Detroit, they're in it. They're certainly in it now. Didn't mean to, bury them a few weeks ago, but just a game and a half out of this wild card spot. So I'm just expecting a real good pitching matchup here, and I've got the under as my play in this one. I want to try to maybe get somehow to the Royals tonight, but I think Detroit's advantage in the bullpen is kind of what I'm worried about. Let's see what we got from you guys. R. Thompson is on the Royals. Redbeard on the under. Dave's on the under. Dre says, give me KC. And Thomas is saying, I better watch my diabetes, right? Because if I don't have this finger, how am I going to type in the odds? All right. Brewers and over. That was another game, but thank you to Tom. Justin's on the Royals here, I think. And Chad's talking about Griner like Dave was in there as well yesterday. Yeah, got kind of crazy there late. And hope Chad did well. Like I said, we had a good day in the premiums, going 3-1. I thought the picks on the show were not great, right? We had I don't know if we had a winner yesterday. Oh, Atlanta, of course, Atlanta. Atlanta game that Chad, had 3 days ago, got that great line, but I gotta wait here till I see you guys on the air, and before I give out that play. But we are still confident Atlanta to roll. All right, any more here? Let's see. Maybe M looks is on the under here, and Chad says he likes a dream tomorrow to beat the Liberals, the Liberty, but I don't know, kind of like the Liberals. All right. All right, I guess I'm on. Yeah, I'm on the under here with the Tigers and the Royals. And what is Patrick saying? FanDuel's up to 8 in this game. That works for me. I'll grade it at 7.5, but I do see an 8 out there as well at the sharpest book in Vegas. We've got Steam coming in right now, and it is a game that we already previewed, actually, gang, and it was the Nationals and the Mets. The Steam is coming in right now in the Nationals and the Mets. Under Steam is coming in. It was 8 or so. I think we talked about it though as 7.5. So they took a juiced 8 here, but we're going to be seeing this one possibly going to 7 over at Bet Online. No one's hit 7 over yet, but they are starting to juice this one heavy to the under between Washington and the Mets today. Could they have found my secret premium plays sheet here? I still think we're going to give it out, but all right. Let's see here. I think that's it in this game. Okay, next up, it's going to be the Pirates and Woodford against the Cardinals and Sonny Gray. Get my Grays straight here in this one. And wow, that's not the line. We know that, right? Dollar. It's $2. I'm sorry, you guys. I obviously have. What I did was I can admit it here now that I realize my mistake. Maybe I was just having too much fun overnight here, but obviously I've typed in the pictures and I did not update all the lines. That's a first for me. And I just am starting to realize it now. So Cardinals, I wish it was $1.35. I'd probably take him. I would take him as a premium because I'm actually going to end up here, I believe, on a ugly run line here. I'm not going to give it out as a premium, but I think I am going to try the Cardinals here with Sonny Gray going up against Woodford. Oh, pardon me. That's what Dave was saying. It's a little warm in here. All right, uh, for Gray here, he's got 3.75 ERA this season. The Cardinals are 16-11 with Sonny Gray on the mound. Woodford so far. He's been over with the Pirates. I think it's, what is it, 8 games, 9 games so far. He sounds like he should be on the White Sox at this point in his starts. They haven't won yet. So, well, I know it's an ugly game and the Cardinal, two teams not going anywhere, but hey, it's my free play on the show, and we're going to talk about every game and make a play. I'm going to take the Cardinals on the run line here, as uncomfortable as it feels. Cardinals have covered 5 straight run lines at home against the Pirates. Cardinals and Pirates have also gone under in 5 straight meetings here in St. Louis. And let's see what you guys have in the chat, if anything, on this game. With the Cardinals, R. Thompson on the Cardinals. Dre's on the Cards. Hello to Ray Otachi. Fernando going over here. Thomas is on the Cards as well. And Dave will take the Cardinals tonight. And maybe I do. Maybe I have taken the Cardinals too much this season, Dave. On the Thomas Lewis units meter, the Cardinals are down almost 8 units for the season. So, but the Pirates are down almost 12 units for the season. And I probably got the Cardinals a full run better in the bullpen here for sure. So give me the Cardinals on the run line in this one. Next up, you got the Blue Jays taking on the Rangers with Bowden Francis, our man here, coming in looking good. But you know what? Cody Bradford hasn't been too bad either. Now, I don't know. Again, this line's wrong again. It's basically $1.15, maybe even close to a pick 'em here at this point. Might actually get me on the Rangers in this game. Hate to go against my man Bowden Francis here, that's for sure. But might have to go with the Rangers today. I took them yesterday. That was a wild game, right? You knew it was going to go over. Yeah, the runs weren't coming too early with, I think, right, with Eovaldi in there yesterday, and uh, uh, Bassett, right? But man, they just started pounding it late, and bullpens got all discombobulated, and the game went over yesterday. I'm going to take the Rangers here at $1.15. I would think we're going to get better pitching in this one today with these two pitchers. Again, those bullpens are bad. The Blue Jays on the road, they feel like about a 5 ERA in the bullpen. So see what you guys have, if anything. Here you've got Bradford, an ERA close to 4 this season, but Texas is 7-4 with Bradford on the mound. For Francis, a 3.5 ERA, but the starts have been so much more solid of late. And yeah, maybe he's even pitched in some tough luck. He's got an 8-4 record. He was in relief most of the season, has only made 11 starts here, but everything looks good with Bowden Francis. You got to hope, if you're the Blue Jays, that this is going to be for real. He does have a 196 batting average against. Both guys have a whip under 1 this season. I mean, they aren't full-time pitchers necessarily, but pretty good. Let's see what we have here in this one. Wow, look at this. We have 8 plays on Team Steam Consensus. This might be our last show. Here, Thomas, it said Arizona Diamondbacks, I think is what he. No, let's see. St. Louis Cardinals run line. I knew what he meant. I just couldn't figure out if it was supposed to be Diamondbacks, and I was thinking Diamondbacks at first. But it means, of course, St. Louis Cardinals. I took it on the run line, right? And wow, we're on it. Okay. 7. Anyway, 7. That's fine, Thomas. It's still, I'm saying, wow. 7, 8 doesn't matter. Art Thompson on the Blue Jays. Justin says Blue Jays first 5 under. Dre's going under here in this one with these two. Thomas says under first 5 in this one. And Thomas on the under, Darren on the under as well. And Bradford over in his outs. We are gambling today, says Thomas. All right, I think that's it. But I'm on the Rangers as my play here. Look, I think Bradford's been pretty interesting actually, and maybe able to match up here. We might get some good pitching out of this one to start. Just got to be nervous once you get in the bullpen. So I can see why you guys are going first 5 in there a little bit after what we saw yesterday. Like I said, Blue Jays, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but they've got to have a 5 ERA on the road, right? Okay, next up, Yankees and Mariners with Cortez going up against Bryce Miller. And yeah, we had the Mariners. That didn't work out yesterday. The Yankees crushed them. We gave out the under on the show. That didn't work. Not a good game. Not a good game for me, but doesn't mean I'm not going to come right back here and probably take the under again with the Yankees and the Mariners. Can't get away from it, it feels like. I would think for Miller here, he's been good. 3.12 ERA in his 29 starts. He's been real solid, actually, this season. He's got a whip of under 1, a 208 batting average against. Nestor Cortez, he's been up and down, and he's cost you here this season, about 3 units overall so far. And the Yankees are 12-17 here. I think it's more than 3 units, actually. I've got them as a rating of about 30, costing you about 30 unit a game, it feels like. So Cortez, an ERA of 3.90 this season. And, maybe the Yankees will do it again. Again, they're pulling away from the Orioles. It feels like it's, pretty much over now. It would take a complete turnaround here. Yankees right now 1 game ahead of Cleveland for the best record in the American League. So pretty important still in this one. But, man, I like Miller a little bit. And I'm going to take the under as my play. It's going to be dangerous here. Another 7 here. But I know it's tough to go under with the Yankees. Oh, it's actually 7.5. So, oh boy, that could have been a premium. Oh well, probably going premium on the side. Can read my mind a little bit. 7.5 under juice minus 115. I'll call it 7.5. Oh, because I got to be fair to myself. I mean, it's definitely 7.5 everywhere. Even though I always say I'm going to put out the toughest line out there, it's clearly 7.5 everywhere. So, okay, let's see what you got here in this one. Yankees and the Mariners. Yankees money line here for Thomas. Justin's with taking the Mariners here. Art Tom's on the Yankees. Dre's on the over. So we are all over the place in that one. Doesn't feel like anything's too solid. I'll take the under as my play here with Cortez and Miller. Okay, next up. Oh, that's it? Wait a minute. Is that it? Oh, no, I missed the Padres, right? Did we do the Padres? We missed the Padre game, right? There we go. Nobody said anything? Every game but the Padre game, I'm pretty sure we've done here. How did I forget that? All right, let me have I don't even have a graphic for it. You wonder what I'm doing with myself here in the satellite studios. I mean, I remember that too because I know because it's an early start here in San Diego tonight at on getaway day here, so 6:40 Eastern, 3:40 Pacific, with uh, Framber on the mound going up against Dylan Cease. Are you sure we didn't do this game, gang? Oh, we talked about the Steam, is what it was. We've got a Steam play in Champions League basketball coming in if anybody's interested. All right, Astros and Padres. Call the Padres here. Maybe $1.15. It might be a pick 'em though. Actually, going up against Framber. Astros won yesterday, obviously, 4-3 with all the drama was going on, and the Astros are pretty proud of themselves yesterday in that game. And the total here 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 everywhere. So I'll just take the under here. It feels like this one's going to be really tough, but I'm going under as my play. The widely reported Steam came on the under. You got Framber. You got Dylan Cease. Luis Arise, I do expect him in the game. Further examination, even though I was trying to say raise the radar a little bit, as maybe Arise hurt, but looks like he's okay, and I think he's going to be expected to play here today. So, still, I'll go under 6.5 over 20 or over 2, as it says there on the screen. And I hope I got all the games. Anybody double checking me on this one? Might need some help here. Okay, Padres have won 4 out of their last 5, despite the loss there yesterday. Padres have gone under in 4 of their last 5. Houston's won 5 of their last 6 games. So tough one here. That did have it had a postseason feel to me last night, maybe for the first time all season, even with the Padre game. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Gonna go with R. Thompson is on Houston. Okay, there's the first one. Dave is on the Padres. Thomas is on the Padres. Patrick is on the over. Two Zigs is here today. And yeah, we did them all. We did Twins Guardians, right? Did we not do Twins Guardians? Is that it? No, because I took the under, right? Let me see here. Thank you. Maybe that's the one, Two Zigs. Thank you. Gosh, you guys. Bad day for the graphics, man. How could I miss that? It just felt right. It felt like, my feeling was, I'm like, the games can't be over. It just didn't feel like that was too few of games. Redbeard on the Stros. And yeah, our Tops will go back and do Twins and Guardians. Boy, what a fool I am. All right. We talked the Steam and maybe I deleted it or something. Okay. In this game, I'm on the under with the Padres and the Astros here. Cease is definitely, still pretty strong in the roles. Yeah. Faded a little bit here in the second half, but he's still got a 3.5 ERA overall. Padres are 19-12 with Dylan Cease on the mound. Framber what can you say? 2.91 ERA has been terrific this season. Gone under also in 17 of 25 games overall. And uh, Houston's bullpen looked pretty good, no matter what you want to say about them last night. And they were taking a victory lap after the game yesterday, obviously. So here's a Nerfy for Ray. And Mike says, "Are we happy?" It does. It does. Every time you do these baseball games, it feels like you're having deja vu. But not if you're forgetting them. Let me see if I just had the graphic and I skipped it or what's going on here. See, there it is. Okay, wow, I just went right over it. See, look, I had to type in the Padres, and here it is. I'll prove it because, well, I'm not proving it, but you see, it's like a totally different line. And then right above it was the twin. I just skipped right over it. All right. Yeah, maybe too many brain cells. Okay, Twins and Guardians, Ober and Tanner Bybee. And what can you say about Bybee? Definitely a moneymaker for you this season. And I would think, let's see, 20-9 are the Guardians with Bybee on the mound. So I know yesterday's game, we had them team steam consensus, didn't work out. I went over in the game, and Matthews was strong, and the Twins, they beat the Guardians 4-1. Guardians were a very, very popular play among handicappers throughout the industry yesterday, and I don't think I can get off of them again today. I mean, you have the thing about this, the bullpens right here. The Guardians are certainly a full run or better than the Twins in the bullpen, it feels like. So, I'm going to take the under as my play. Okay. And I'm going to probably put the Guardians over. Subscribe to my plays. This one will be in there. Support me on the channel. But I'm pretty sure I got to come back on the Guardians as a premium today. Give me the under as my play here with Ober and Bybee. Ober has gone under in 15 of 25 results so far this season. Has an ERA close to 4, but a whip of .99 and an ER and a batting average against of 202, 239 BABIP. So I'm going to end up on the guard. I'm trying the Guardians again, but give me the under. And the total here is not 8. Again, this is another one. In fact, call it 7 over 20. That's how. Hopefully, you guys didn't catch that, but boy, these totals are getting low, and no wonder I'm splitting. It's never a race to get to the under, it feels like. I'm sure Joe T is having a field day on me right now, but I've got another under here with Bybee going against the Twins. You guys can make a comment here in this one, and I'm sorry I screwed everything up. Here we go. Anybody with me in this? Well, I know. Start with me, Cleveland Guardians on the money. I actually look for Thomas when I scroll up, and then I see if anybody is above him, and I know that's where to start. Ramirez here on a prop. Dave's on the Twins. R. Thompson's on Cleveland. And Robert Franklin on the under. Here's Dre on the Twins. And Mike says, is he related to Bieber? No, I don't think so. This is Bybee. But wasn't there a Bieber? Who had Bieber that was pitching? That pitcher should still be around. He's probably injured. Who's Bieber on, you guys? And what's his name? Bieber. There is a Bieber pitcher, right? I know this. I'm a sports expert. And Robert says Guardians have been heavy on the under here right now. Yes, that's part of it, I'm sure, at this point. Cleveland's gone under in 7 of their last 8 at home. And also, Minnesota's gone under in 4 of their last 5 games on the road. This series has gone over in 5 of their last 7 games. Cleveland has won 5 of the last 6 meetings here. All right, Robert said, let's see. Shane Bieber. Justin. Shane Bieber. All right, of course, Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber. All right, that's it for the baseball, I think. I've really made a mess of this. But I do take the under here. And again, maybe that's why I'm putting them out there as free plays. I'm not fooling anybody. I'm not getting the best of the line. It feels like these sharps are keeping it under. So all the over players, this is your time. It feels like here tonight. I got beat on plenty of unders yesterday. I can roll them off big time here, but nobody likes to talk about losers. So let's go to what do we got? Champions League. I've got some Champions League plays here. Guardians and under from Darren, and then we'll be done with the show. Man, we knocked that one out pretty fast. So we'll talk a little Champions League here. Hope we got all the experts here in chat today to help me out. Yesterday I was no help on the games, but today's matchups I think have my attention a little bit more. Even though I did go 2-1-1 on my premiums over there at Winnable in the Champions League, so why would we hit it here today? All right, this one I'm not so sure about. I might be just going free here in this one with Shakhtar and Bologna. In this one, Bologna here favored by a half a goal, 2.5 over 20. I'm sure Bologna could win this one. Maybe this one instead of giving out a play. I don't think I'm going to go premium here on this one, but I think I would just stick right to the line. I think Bologna here 2-1 probably wins this one. Today, if you guys have a pick, let me know. But 2-1, I mean, that's actually Bologna clear and over clear. So I'll just go exact score line as my play, actually. I mean, I know that one 2-1 is about as predictable as you can get. So that is probably going to be the favored score here today. Shakhtar's gone over, and they go over in Champions League games when they've been in there. And Bologna here. Yeah, give me Bologna. If you guys got anything, let me know. Thomas has got the baseball plays here and for today. Cubs. Make sure I get them all. Man, there's so many. Cubs on the run line. Okay. And it is run line. Make sure we got that. Cubs on the run line. Rockies on the run line. Giants on the money line against the O's. And Atlanta Braves under a total from Team Steam today. Also, Marlins money line for the consensus, and Brewers money line, and Cardinals run line. How about that? Wow. And there's Nate, and there's Subhuman. So we need him here to help us out. Fernando says BTTS and over, so I guess I'm on that as well. Shakhtar definitely hits the BTTS here with their road Champions League games. All right. See what else you got. I think the other ones I like a little bit more. We got this. Well, look at this. We got the big one here. A rematch here with Inter going up against Man City in this one. And I'll probably grab the over here. I might be willing to go. We already saw G. He said take Man City. Gerardo said in the chat, right? So, you got to figure Man City at home. They go over in every Champions League match, it feels like, at home. But, man, I think Inter could hang in there. Could this be a wild one? I almost wanted to go premium over in this one. But if Gerardo came in here and took Man, I'll give out the over. I think it'd be a better chance of being 3-2 than 3-1. And I think it actually has a better chance of being 3-1 or 3-2 than 2-1. And I certainly think Inter is going to score, right? Manchester City, they usually will give one up. I mean, this is a huge matchup. Nobody's going to say that Inter at this point has lost too much coming into this one, right? I mean, don't you guys give Inter a little bit of a chance to be competitive in the game despite City's dominance? I don't think there's anybody commented on this game. Sub says he wants Dortmund. Okay. Let me mark that one down. We're going to talk about it here. And Right, I gotcha, Fernando, but Bologna obviously here has been a little bit okay. And I didn't see what game that. Okay, Subhuman's got some action for us here. He's got a PSG full game over. Well, I'll just write them down right now and make sure we get these out there, even though we're gonna get to that. And also, oh, it's a parlay. PSG plus full game over, plus TSG team total over, and I don't know if it's PSG's corners over or is that the fourth leg? Probably PSG team total over on corners. I think that's what that says. Okay. Skunt Blaster's in the chat with Champions League. Thank you, Skunt Blaster. It's great to have you here. He's part of the fam here at Sports Money. And it's great to have him here joining me on the show. Skunt Blaster, chat legend here, giving us a parlay with Man City here and PSG and Dortmund. Hey, feels chalky, but this is Champions League. And hey, even I tried to get cute with a dog yesterday, and it did not work out for me at all. All right. That was my one loss. Where is my Champions League sheet from yesterday? I'd like to recite those plays actually, but I don't know if I. Oh well, hopefully you were in there on the winnable app with me. I went 2-1-1, like I said, with the premiums yesterday. So okay, I know. I think I understood it, Sub. I think I'm supposed to understand because I let people just type in and then I can decipher that. But I hope I got it right. Hope I got it right there. It's just a team total on the corners. Yeah. All right, and let's see here, Sub with another comment. Man City with the BTTS, and yeah, it feels like Man City does not keep. So I think it could be crazy. I think it could be 3-2, could be 4-2. Maybe I should be going a premium on the over, but like I said, Gerardo's on the over. Everybody's on Man City, and I don't know. Just thinking how we saw the goals yesterday. I'm not talking about the record-setting performance, obviously, with the 9 goals and the 3 penalties and all that. But we did see some goals yesterday, and maybe here, first game out, this is the high profile matchup. So, all right, I'll take the over, and everyone else is obviously on City. All right. Speaking of teams that are winning right now, I don't know when the last time Celtic lost. That's not. I didn't dive that deep, but I know it's. I don't know. It's over a month. It's over 2 months. It feels like. I think it's 18 in a row right now for Celtic. So we saw Gerard here. He did say Celtic, so why wouldn't they roll by a couple of goals here against Bratislav in this one? Uh, I would think they could name there. I have them favored by 12.5, apparently. I don't think that's going to happen, but it almost happened yesterday. It's 1.5 minus 115 last time I checked. I don't know if I don't know if it's worth it to update these lines unless there's any crazy move, but um, all right, here in this one for Celtic, obviously they've been crushing. They go over a lot in Champions League home games, it feels like, or at least in almost all Champions League games, it feels like. And yeah, they don't always keep a clean sheet either, but you wonder about Bratislava here. We saw what happened yesterday, and maybe it's not the same type of matchup, but maybe this one could get out of hand. So I'll take the over. You guys have already recommended Celtic. I think Celtic could probably win this one by 3 today and maybe crush this team the way they're on a roll right now. Okay, let's see. Anybody? I don't think so. Nobody's got anything. Fernando might lean to the over here at 3.5. And is it 3.5? Or are you just saying 3.5 at a little bit of a plus money, maybe, or has it moved higher? Or am I blowing it again? It's 3 over 20, 3.25 under 20. So, all right, Robert Franklin says he's new to soccer betting. These are the UEFA Champions League games. And look, I always said I'm going to expand our soccer a little bit. This might be the only league we're going to ever preview. It happens in the middle of the week. The games aren't as big. You can't do it on a Saturday with all the domestic leagues right now. I can barely get to a handicap on some of those games with college football. This is a one-man operation, if you know what I mean. So when you get my handicaps, I mean, yeah, I'm a high volume player, but every I's got to be dotted and every T's got to be crossed. I'm just not out there rolling the money line dice for Thomas. So, or maybe we are. We might roll the dice here on our next game. All right. Anything else? Okay. Yep. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Robert. Cool. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we're going to play some Champions League here for sure today. We got a couple more with Dortmund going up against Club Brugge. And Dortmund, you got to figure, right? Certainly marquee situation here for Dortmund. I think he's got to keep an eye on them. They've looked good so far in league play as well. Seems like they're still going to be clicking here and against Club Brugge. I figure they could probably get this one. Maybe a shutout here, but I don't know if it can go over here in this one. I'm actually going to grab. We saw Sub take Dortmund, and I'm probably on Dortmund for sure. But I'll give out the under as my play since we already had Sub pretty much confidently on Dortmund. Maybe there were some others as well. So I'll give out the under here. I wonder if Club Brugge can actually score. Maybe at home they can get a goal here against awesome Dortmund. But man, Dortmund can shut you down, no doubt about it. And they've been great in Champions League defensively. I think that was part of their situation here as far as how they achieved so much last year in the Champions League, getting all the way to that final. So I would think with Dortmund here, they can have a pretty strong game, and I wonder if Club Brugge can even score. If it's 2-1, I'm doomed. So I'll give out the under though. Maybe we 1-0 or 2-0. Sub like Dortmund. I certainly like Dortmund here, and nobody's with me on any of these Champions League games. Or, well, you guys already commented. I wrote them down. One more here. Girona going up against PSG here. PSG, huge favorite in this one. I'm probably going to have a premium. I'm so chalky. You don't even need to. You need to subscribe to my plays, but I'm pretty much on some chalk in the Champions League after what I saw yesterday, and I was mad about that loss. So Sub did give out the over here, I believe, just a few minutes ago. And that was interesting because I didn't know actually here. I mean, I like PSG certainly here, but maybe they will get. And this would have to be right. This would have to be 3-2. What PSG is favored by a goal and a half, or 3-1. I'm sorry, 3-1 here. But I like PSG, I think, and I'm going to give out the over as my play here. I mean Sub gave out the over. PSG is going to be a premium, you guys, so I'll just mention it. Here, could never get away with that on the other channel, but here, why not? You just better get over there and subscribe. You better at least sign up for that package that I've got, sending you some plays in those other leagues for absolutely no cost. Just sign up with me. You're going to get a bunch of play. You would have went, I went 2-1 in my Japanese baseball action over the middle of the night, and the tennis was pretty good. We did just have a loss, like I said, but we had winners so far in tennis tonight. We had Kudermetova over Alexandrova. We had Siegmund over Wang. We had Carol Zhao over Schneider, plus 7.5 games at pickup, basically, and she lost by 6 games. So we won that one as well. Let's see. I thought we had another winner in there somewhere. No, that was it. And I think that is all of our action in tennis, actually. So, okay. Check me out. Oh, Fernando's got a little bit more tennis here. A little more soccer here. What do we got? Draw, halftime, and full game might be the move on the Dortmund game. Draw, halftime, and full game. So Fernando here feels like he's got a little bit of Club Brugge here a little bit here. I don't know. Sub went Dortmund. I was liking Dortmund. I think they're still on a roll. And, I know Club Brugge, they're at home here in this one. So maybe Fernando likes the over 3.5 with sub. I'll mark that down. We got two guys on it. So, all right. I guess that's going to do it for the morning steam. Sub says that PSG already averaging 4 goals a game so far. And although at home they are playing pretty good defense too, right? So, okay. Thank you, Sub. Thank you, everybody. And I'm with you guys. I'm just gonna bet it because you guys like it, but I'm gonna be on PSG as a premium over there, I'm sure. All right, that's going to do it for me here on the morning steam. Make sure you head on over to Winnable, if I could just say it here, and grab my uh, selection package over there. There you see it right there with the get a monthly plays for $20 and use that promo code. That's not even real. I mean, that's just saying thanks, Ramon. I hope I'm saying it anyway. Or just sign up for those free picks right there at 0, and you'll get some other plays there as well. Eberg says, "Where's Joe and his MLS?" I think we'll have some. I'm gonna have an MLS package here today. I mean, how can I not? I don't know about Joe. I wish I was getting Joe's picks follow Joe's picks in the community tab here on YouTube. I can't stress that enough, actually, right now. That's where he's doing his work. I think we got to get sub. I said, we got to get Joe. We got to have a sports money website or a Discord, or I don't know but right now he's on the community tab here on YouTube, and that's where you're going to find Joe's selections here. And I think I'll have a premium pick package, I think, in MLS, or probably maybe just a free package in the free picks today in Major League Soccer. It is a 13 game card today, so big time. All right, so just go over there to Winnable. You see it there. I just left the prices up there, show how cheap it is. But look, there it is. There I am. You go there, you can see how it works when you get the plays, and you can subscribe to the plan, set the notifications, and then follow my picks. You can read about me. That's what you want to do. And there's that NPB that was in the free package last night, 2-1. And there were some of the winners in tennis that we had, and the losers too. Well, we kind of went 50-50, I think, on our Mexican soccer last night. I tried to go with Atlas. I always down on America, but okay, that's going to do it here on the morning steam. Use the promo code STEAM at checkout. Save 20% off those. Please sign up with me and get my plays. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to all in the chat all-stars, and everyone watching here on the show. We'll be back on Thursday. We've got Thursday night football tomorrow with the Patriots and the Jets, so you can't wait for that one. And plus, we've got a little college ball as well, I believe, with South Alabama going up against App State. And WNBA will wrap up the season, I believe, here with the action on Thursday with a full 6-game card. Everybody plays their last game of the season except for one team, I think. No, I think that's it. Everybody plays. So, all right. Thanks for joining me here on the Morning Steam. And Mike, you're probably right, but you know what? No one wants to work with me, so I'm always going to be here alone. Feels like I'm a loner. I'm alone. All right, that's going to do it here for the Morning Steam. Catch you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern and 6 a.m. Pacific. Don't forget, at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, join Mike. Pre-gaming, all the excitement and anticipation of the primetime games with Mikey M and the crew, and Mikey M, basically, with his top plays of the day, certainly here on Sports Money. For Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.